Okay, let's talk about something maybe you've felt. You're listening, right? Maybe it's a podcast, a documentary, could be a movie, all in English, and you're following along, you understand pretty much everything, it makes sense. But then that moment comes when you need to speak. You want to share an idea, ask something, and poof, it's gone. Your mind just goes blank. Or maybe the words are there, like right on the tip of your tongue, but they won't come out. It's incredibly frustrating, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It really is. And look, if that sounds familiar, I just want to say right off the bat, you're definitely not alone in feeling this. It's such a common bottleneck for countless people learning English. But here's the important part, the really good news. This struggle, it's fixable, totally fixable.
And that is exactly what we're going to do in this deep dive. We want to, pull back the curtain a bit, show you precisely how you can go from understanding English pretty well to actually speaking it fluently, confidently. And we're not talking about magic pills or, secret shortcuts here. This is about the truth, solid strategies, and some really powerful techniques that actually work. Ready to get into it? So let's be honest. Many of you listening have probably spent years with English. You've done the classes, maybe passed the tests. You've maybe memorized lists of vocabulary, watched countless hours of shows, often with subtitles. So after all that effort, why does speaking naturally, just having a conversation, still feel like such a huge hurdle? What's really going on?
Well, I think the first big piece of the puzzle, maybe the foundation, is that you've mostly built up your passive skills, not your active ones.
Okay, passive versus active. What do you mean exactly?
Think of it like this. Listening and writing, that's input. You're taking information in. It's passive in the sense that the language is coming to you. But speaking and writing, that's output, that's active. You have to produce the language yourself. Just because you understand something when you hear or read it doesn't mean your brain has automatically built the pathways to create that language on demand.
Oh.
It's a bit like, imagine watching a brilliant guitarist for years. You get the music, you understand the chords intellectually, maybe even the theory, but you try to play. You can't, because you haven't actually done the physical training, the practice of making the music yourself. It's the same with language.
That guitar analogy really hits home. It shows how understanding isn't the same as doing. But there's something else too, isn't there? This fear. The fear of getting it wrong. Does that play a big role?
Oh, a massive role, yeah. That fear of making mistakes, of sounding, weird or awkward or just not being understood. It's huge.
It can be paralyzing.
It absolutely can. And look, feeling that fear, that's normal. Everyone feels it to some extent. But here's the crunch. You cannot let it stop you. You have to understand this, really internalize it. You will never speak fluently without first speaking badly, or at least imperfectly.
Right.
That awkward phase. It's not failure. It's just, it's part of the process. It's necessary.
It's like warming up, you're saying. Which kind of leads to another point, right? This feeling that watching things feels productive. We consume so much English media, maybe more than we actually try to speak it.
Exactly. That's the third reason. Consuming way too much, producing way too little. It's so easy to fall into this trap. You watch a great YouTube video in English, listen to a podcast. It feels good, feels like learning.
Yeah.
And it is, partly. But if you're doing hours of input and, say, 0 minutes of output, 0 speaking, you're feeding your brain information, sure. But you're starving your voice.
Starving your voice, I like that.
Yeah, because fluency comes from output. Output forces your brain to retrieve words, structure sentences, use the grammar. It builds those active pathways. Input gives you the ingredients, the knowledge. Output teaches you how to actually cook with them, how to put it all together in real time.
Okay, so we've got the why, passive versus active skills, the fear factor, and too much input, not enough output. That makes a lot of sense. Now let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about the psychology. What's actually happening inside our heads when we freeze up?
Well, a huge part of it, often, is thinking in your native language first. This is probably the biggest reason speech feels slow, hesitant. You hear something, translate it, think of a reply in your language, translate that back into English.
Exhausting just thinking about it.
It is. It adds this whole extra layer of processing. Fluent speakers, they don't do that. They connect English words directly to the idea, the feeling, the situation. There's no intermediate translation step. So training yourself to think in English, even in small ways, is crucial. We'll get to how you can do that.
That direct connection. Okay, and then sometimes it feels like a real block, doesn't it? Like something physically stopping the word. You mentioned maybe past experiences, like a bad comment from a teacher or someone laughing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what we often call the mental block. Our brains are trying to protect us, right? So if you had a negative experience related to speaking English, your brain might subconsciously build this wall. It's trying to prevent that pain from happening again. And it can feel almost physical, like you said, a tightness in your throat.
Yeah.
And that wall, well, it needs to be taken down, brick by brick, maybe. It's psychological, but it has real effects.
And connected
Yeah.
to that, is it also about just the muscles not being trained? Like literally the physical act of speaking.
Absolutely. Think about fitness again. You don't get strong biceps by watching workout videos, right?
Definitely not. I wish.
We all do. You get strong by using the muscles,
Yeah.
lifting the weights, doing the reps consistently. Speaking English is very similar. Your mouth, your tongue, your vocal cords, the neural connections firing rapidly. These are like your speaking muscles. If you don't exercise them regularly through actual speaking, they stay weak. It doesn't matter how much English you understand in your head. The muscles for getting it out aren't trained. Okay, this is incredibly clarifying. We understand the why, we understand the internal mechanics of psychology. So now, the big question, how do we fix it? Let's build that plan.
Yeah.
You mentioned it's about how humans really learn languages.
Exactly. Forget just textbooks for a moment. This is about practical action.
Yeah.
So step 1, start speaking immediately. And yes, even if it's just to yourself.
Immediately, like right now. Stop waiting for some mythical perfect moment or until you feel ready. That day never comes. Just open your mouth and speak. Out loud. Talk to the walls. Talk to your reflection in the mirror. Record a voice note nobody else will ever hear. The point is to break the silence habit. Start simple. What did you have for breakfast? What made you smile today? What are you doing later? Just speak, even if it feels broken, even if you stumble. That's how fluency starts. You activate the pathways by using them.
Okay, break the silence. I like that. What's next?
Step 2, use the shadowing method and try to do it daily. Honestly, this is one of the most powerful tools out there and it's often overlooked.
Shadowing. Explain that a bit more.
Sure, you find a short audio clip, maybe 30 seconds, up to 2 minutes of a native speaker talking at a normal pace. You play the audio and you try to speak along with them at the exact same time. You're mimicking everything, the rhythm, the pauses, the intonation, the stress on words, the pronunciation.
So speaking over them, basically.
Kind of, yeah. Simultaneously. It feels weird at first.
Yep.
But what it does is amazing. It directly connects your listening brain, your processing brain, and your speaking mouth. It helps reprogram your speech patterns to sound more natural. It's incredibly effective for improving flow and pronunciation. Just a few minutes a day.
Wow, okay. Shadowing. Daily. Got it. Step 3.
Step 3, speak for 2 minutes a day, then build on that. Pick a topic each day, could be anything, talk about your favorite movie, describe your commute, explain how to make coffee. Simple stuff. Set a timer for just 2 minutes and speak. No notes, no looking things up, just talk.
Just 2 minutes. That sounds manageable.
It is. That's the point. It's achievable. The goal isn't perfection, it's just consistent output. Get the speaking muscle working every single day. And once 2 minutes feels comfortable, maybe you push it to 3, then 5. Then 10. You gradually increase the duration as you build stamina and confidence.
Okay, start small, build up, makes sense. What's step 4?
Step 4, record yourself and review. Now, I know. Listening to your own voice, it can feel awkward. Right. But trust me, this is a game changer. Record yourself doing that 2-minute talk, or shadowing, or anything. Then, and this is key, listen back, but listen like a coach. Be objective. Notice things. Are you clear? Where do you hesitate? Are you using filler words like or a lot? Are you repeating certain words? Don't judge yourself harshly. Just notice. Then pick one small thing to work on next time. It's like watching game film in sports or checking your form in the mirror at the gym. It gives you concrete data for improvement.
Okay, bite the bullet and record for objective feedback. Got it. Step 5.
Step 5, find people to talk to. Join speaking communities or use language exchange apps. You need interaction. Find someone, anyone to practice with. Online platforms like HelloTalk, Tandem Speaky are great for this. Or look for online tutors, maybe local conversation clubs if they exist near you. Even just a friend who's also learning can be helpful.
Does it have to be a native speaker?
Ideally, yes, for some practice. But it's not essential, especially at the beginning. The main thing is just interacting with another voice, having to understand someone else and respond in real time. That pushes you in a different way than just speaking alone. You just need another voice.
Okay, connect with others. Step 6.
Step 6, think in English. Start training your internal monologue. This sounds big, but start small. Build a simple daily habit. When you're doing routine things, walking somewhere, making coffee, washing dishes, try narrating it in your head or even quietly out loud in English. Okay, I'm walking to the bus stop now. It's a bit chilly this morning. I need to remember my keys. Like that. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just practice forming thoughts directly in English. It helps build that direct connection we talk about, bypassing translation.
Narrate your life.
Yeah.
Simple, but I can see how that would build the habit. Okay, one more step.
Yep, step 7. Use speaking prompts or journal prompts. Deliberately tackle slightly deeper questions. Find lists of prompts online, or just ask yourself something like, what really motivates me? Or what's my biggest dream right now? Or describe someone you admire and why. Try to answer it in English. You can even write down your answer first, like a mini journal entry, and then say it out loud. It connects the written and spoken practice.
Okay, that's a really solid 7-step plan. Speak now, shadow daily, 2-minute talks, record a view, find partners, think in English, use prompts. That feels really actionable. But I can still hear that little voice of doubt some listeners might have. The mindset part. It takes courage, right, to actually do these things. Let's talk about breaking down those mental barriers.
Absolutely, because the best plan in the world won't work if your mindset is holding you back. So let's tackle some common limiting beliefs head on. First big one. I need to be perfect or nearly perfect before I start speaking to others.
Oh yeah, it's a classic. The wait until I'm ready trap.
Exactly. And it's a trap. Because the truth is you learn to speak by speaking, not by preparing silently forever. You have to embrace the messiness. Start broken. Start imperfectly. But the key is start now. Wherever you are today is good enough to start.
Start messy. I like that. What about the fear of judgment? People will think I sound stupid.
That's another huge one. People will judge me. And okay, let's be real. Will someone, somewhere, maybe judge you silently? Possibly. A tiny fraction of people might. But 2 things. First, the vast majority of people, especially other language learners or kind native speakers, will actually admire your effort. They'll appreciate the courage it takes. And second, even if someone does judge, so what? Honestly, this is your journey. You're the one growing. You're the one being courageous. Their opinion doesn't actually affect your progress unless you let it.
Right. Their judgment says more about them than about you.
Precisely. And that leads to reframing mistakes. Stop seeing them as failure. Instead, adopt the mantra, mistakes are my teachers.
Seriously. Set a goal. Try to make 1,000 mistakes as fast as you possibly can. Why? Because every mistake you make and notice is proof you're trying. It's data. It shows you where the edges of your knowledge are. It's a sign you're pushing yourself. Mistakes aren't failure. They're literally progress happening in real time. They're how you learn what to fix.
Wow, aiming for mistakes. That turns everything on its head. So let's really drive this home. If you're listening and you understand what we're saying right now, you already have the key. You really do. You've done the hard work of building understanding. That's huge. The next step isn't about learning more vocabulary right now. It's about unlocking the voice you already have inside you. And fluency. It's not about perfection. It's not about sounding like a specific news anchor. It's just about getting your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings out, expressing you in English.
Couldn't said it better myself.
Yeah.
And to help everyone listening take that immediate first step, let's make it concrete. Here's a 7-day speaking challenge.
Ooh, a challenge. Okay, let's hear it. Simple, actionable steps for the next week. Commit to this. Day 1. Just do 2 minutes of shadowing, find an audio clip, speak along. Day 2. Speak for 2 minutes about your childhood. To yourself, record it. Doesn't matter. Just speak. Day 3. Narrate your morning routine out loud in English as you do it. Day 4. Answer this question out loud. What does success mean to you? Just for yourself. Day 5. Record yourself speaking for a couple of minutes. Then listen back. Just notice one thing. Day 6. If you haven't already, download a language exchange app like HelloTalk or Tandem to say hi to one person. That's it. And day 7. Free talk. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Talk about anything you want. Your day, your hobbies, your plans. Just keep talking.
That's brilliant. Simple, varied, covers different skills.
And then repeat it next week or adapt it. The goal is to build the habit of speaking, to grow that voice day by day. That's how real change happens.
Amazing. So if this deep dive has sparked something for you today, please share it with someone else who might need to hear this. Take on that 7-day challenge. Seriously, try it. Maybe even post a voice recording somewhere if you're feeling brave. Talk to yourself in the shower, in the car. You really have got this. You just need to take that first step, then the next. Speak today. Don't put it off. Keep speaking. Keep growing. Keep going.